Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video what we have here is we have the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE 5G model. Now this is the fan edition of the S20, and in this video we're going to be unboxing it, setting this thing up, and give you my initial review of this product. So let's dive in and get started right away. Alright, so let's lift up the box and see what's in the actual box. So we're going to lift it up, comes up nice and cool. Alright, so there it is, and there's the phone inside. Let me grab that phone real quick. Now as you can see, this is the red color, and it is in fact gorgeous. We are going to be looking at that in a second. Let me put it to the side over here, and let's see what else is in the box. Now on the top box, we also get something inside. Let me remove that. So this thing here has just a bunch of user guides and of course the SIM ejection tool. Not a big deal. And then underneath here, okay, alright, so we do have a charger. Now I do want to let you know, this is a 15-watt charger that's in the box, but the phone is capable of super fast 25-watt charger that you do have to buy separately, or just use one that you have in the house if you have one. But this is going to be the 15-watt, and then all we have here is the actual cable that's going to connect to the charger and the phone to charge it, and that's all you get. No earpiece, no earbuds in the box. Alright, now let's divert our attention to the smartphone and let's do a quick tour around the device. Right, so certainly this color and this phone does have a striking presentation. Now let's look at the camera real quick. So we do have a triple camera system. We have an ultra wide camera that's 12 megapixels. We then have a wide angle camera that is 12 megapixels. And then we have a telephoto camera at the bottom here that is 8 megapixels. So that's great that we have that kind of camera versatility on this phone. And a real quick mention on the back, this one right here is actually plastic, or what they call glasstic. It's a mixture of plastic and glass, so it is not as high quality as what you get on the latest flagships like the Note 20 Ultra, which is Gorilla Glass 7. But this is one of the compromises to bring the cost of this phone a little bit lower. It does look premium and feel premium in the hand, but it does feel lighter. Now let's do a quick tour around the device. On the side over here, what we have is we have the volume rocker, we have the side key, the power button / Bixby key. At the bottom, we have a USB Type-C port. We have that microphone. We have one of the speakers. Now this phone, one of the good things about this phone is it does have dual stereo speakers. So that's great. That's one of the speakers at the bottom. On this side, we got nothing, all red. And over here, what we have is we have the SIM card tray and of course, the second microphone, and the other speaker is going to be built in to the top here, okay, under the earpiece. So it does have dual stereo speakers. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this phone up, set this for the first time, look at the screen. So let's dive in. All right, so here we have the phone. I've turned it on for the very first time. Let's tap on Let's Go. And I do want to quickly let you know that this right here is a 6.5-inch Super AMOLED display. It does have 120 hertz refresh rate, and it is 1080p. And of course, this one is a flat display, so we don't have curves around the edges. So let me log into my Wi-Fi real quick. Let me dump in the password. That's all good to go. And the second thing I'm going to quickly mention is the camera on the top here is a 32 megapixel selfie camera. Now let's wait for the updates to get installed, and we're going to move right up. All right, do you want to copy apps and data from a previous phone? You can say next, choose the method you want to use. We are just going to say don't copy. I'm going to set this up as a brand new smartphone. All right, so check in information, log into my Google account. Let me do that real quick. So that's all good to go as well. All right, the next step here is to pick a password or a PIN number. Now I do want to let you know this phone does have a built-in optical fingerprint sensor. Again, this is not an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor such as in the really high-end flagships, but it is in fact an optical fingerprint sensor. It is built into the display. So I'm going to tap on next. I'm going to set this one up. It does want you to pick up a backup pin, all right, which we always have to do. So let's pick something really simple for this video, all right? And let's see how well that optical sensor works. So start scanning the center of your fingerprint. Let's do that right now. Okay, 16% done immediately. Just feed it different edges of your finger so you can read the entire finger. Make sure to adjust. Okay, so we are done, and you can add more if you want to. I'm just going to use this one for now. We're going to test how fast it is in a second. Now it's adding the finishing touches. We should be dumped into our home screen right after I log into my Samsung account. Alright, so we have been dumped into our home screen. Let me quickly show you something. I'm going to go to my settings right over here. I'm going to go into my display, and as you can see, we do have that motion smoothness option. We can switch between 60 and 120. Now, this is not the adaptive version you get on the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. This is the fixed 60 and the fixed 120 Hz option. So we are going to keep it at high so we get that nice motion smoothness. So that's number one. One more thing with the display is you can see that the black borders around the actual screen are slightly thicker than what you would get on the S20 Ultra, the Note 20 Ultra, but it's not that big of a problem. Now, one thing I do like is the fact that you can see the trim color around the edges in this case, which is red. So it's a nice little presentation, and it does look extremely modern. Now, let's quickly talk about the performance. Now, if I go over here, let's go all the way down, go into device care. Now, first and foremost, this phone does have Snapdragon 865 processor, so it is super fast, flagship quality performance. And then we do have 6 gigabytes of RAM on the 5G model here, and of course we have 120 gigabytes of space on this phone. You do have the option to add 1 terabyte of extra storage using the micro SD expansion option. So this is going to be a high performing phone. There's no question about that. Now, when it comes to software, it's got all the latest stuff. If I go to the settings, looks identical to any flagship smartphone. Nice and smooth scrolling. All right. We've got all the advanced features you could ask for right here. We've got the link to Windows feature as well. If I go outside, pinch the screen, okay, full customization features, home screen settings, everything is right here. Let me enable this. Now I can swipe down the panel, no problem, all right? So definitely a great feeling phone. It also has the greatest speaker, so if I go to my settings, okay, and if I scroll over to the sounds and vibration, like I said, it does have stereo speakers on the top, at the bottom, and of course it does have the Dolby Atmos sound for giving you the best quality media playback. So again, it's also going to be a great entertainment phone. If I go into the settings again and go over to the software, about software option, you can see it is running the latest Android 2.5, so you're getting a lot of features, Android 10, and the biggest thing, one of the big things at this price point of $700 or $600 based on where you buy this, it also has the wireless DeX functionality. So if I swipe over, you'll see the wireless DeX option. If I tap on it, it goes into wireless DeX mode, and it will want to connect to a TV wirelessly so you can project the whole desktop desk interface to the wireless TV, no problem. All right, so that is great. Now, so far, I'm extremely satisfied. This thing has minimum amount of compromises. If I do go to the camera, there's one thing you're going to notice that it doesn't have. Let's just tap on, go to video, tap on settings, okay? Now, if I go to rear video size, and if I tap on this thing right here, you'll notice that the maximum resolution is going to be 4K for recording. So we don't have 8K recording on this guy. We have that lower build quality. This is Gorilla Glass 3 on the front. And what we also have, thicker bezels. Beyond that, we have everything else. This is crazy. This phone can be purchased for $600. It's got one of the latest processors, not the 865 Plus, but 865, which is just as good. It's got triple rear cameras, stereo speakers, IP68 grade water resistance, wireless DeX, and of course, it does have a large 4500 milliamp hours battery. That battery is just as big as on the Note 20 Ultra. So with the lower resolution, the battery life is going to be even better than the Note 20 Ultra. And of course, it does have the wireless power share feature. So you can charge this phone wirelessly, and also using the back of the phone, I can grab my Galaxy Bud, just put it right here. It's going to start charging the Galaxy Buds live, or I can charge other phones. So it does have that wireless power share feature. So unlike the Samsung Galaxy Note 20, not the Note 20 Ultra, this thing is in fact something you want to consider buying because of the low price tag and all the flagship components minus a few compromises just at the right place. So anybody looking to buy this one, considering buying this or the S20, I would give you the green light. You are saving a lot of money, getting all the good stuff with minimum compromises, and most importantly, at the sensible price of $600 to $700. Amazing. So that's my initial review. We'll be talking more about this phone. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below and let me know. For now, guys, have a fantastic day, all right?